Construction Terms and Concepts Part 1, CE Board Exam Review. It is the process of moving soil or rock from one location to another and processing it so that it meets construction requirements of location, elevation, density, moisture content, and so on. Earth moving. It may refer to the contractual arrangement under which a firm supplies construction management services to an owner. Construction management. Blank includes such activities as specification development, process control, product acceptance, laboratory and technician certification, training and communication. Quality management. It is primarily concerned with the process control function. Quality control. The ability of a soil to support the weight of vehicles under repeated traffic. Trafficability. A measure of the difficulty in excavating and loading a soil. Loadability. The bucket volume contained within the bucket when following the outline of the bucket sides. Plate line capacity. The bucket capacity when the load is struck off flush with the bucket sides. Struck capacity. It assumes a level of material flush with the lowest edge of the bucket. Water line capacity. The maximum volume that can be placed in the bucket without spillage based on a specified angle of repose for the material in the bucket. Heaped volume. The blank is a very versatile machine that has the longest reach for digging and dumping of any member of the crane shovel family. Dragline. Blank are primarily used for lifting, lowering, and transporting loads. They move loads horizontally by swinging or traveling. Cranes. It represents the component of vehicle weight which acts parallel to an inclined surface. Grade resistance. It is primarily due to tire flexing and penetration of the travel surface. Rolling resistance. It represents those components of cycle time other than travel time. Fixed time. It represents the travel time required for a unit to haul material to the unloading site and return. Variable time. The process of giving natural soils enough abrasive resistance and shear strength to accommodate traffic or design loads is called blank. Ground modification or soil stabilization. Blank or deep compaction involves dropping a heavy weight from a crane onto the ground surface to achieve soil densification. Dynamic compaction. Blank, also called vibroflotation and vibrocompaction, is the process of densifying cohesionless soils by inserting a vibratory probe into the soil. Vibratory compaction. Placing additional weight on the soil surface has long been used to densify cohesive soils. Surcharging. Refers to the improvement of the engineering properties of a soil by use of physical or chemical admixtures. Soil stabilization. The process of bringing earthwork to the desired shape and elevation, or grade. Grading. Blank, or simply finishing, involves smoothing slopes, shaping ditches, and bringing the earthwork to the elevation required by the plans and specification. Finish grading. In highway construction, the process of cutting down high spots and filling in low spots of each roadway layer is called blank. Balancing. Blank is the process of bringing each roadway layer to its final grade. Trimming. The process of rock moving may be considered in 4 phases: loosening, loading, hauling, and compacting. It is produced by mixing Portland cement, aggregate, and water. Concrete. The construction operations involved in the production of concrete include batching, mixing, transporting, placing, consolidating, finishing, and curing. This type of concrete usually weighs from 140 to 160 pound per cubic feet or 2243 to 2563 kilograms per cubic meter, depending on the mix design and type of aggregate used. Normal weight concrete. This type of concrete may weigh from 15 to 90 pound per cubic feet or 240 to 1,442 kilograms per cubic meter and have a 28-day compressive strength from about 100 to 1,000 pound per square inch or 690 to 6,895 kilopascal. Lightweight insulating concrete. Blank is concrete used in a structure such as a dam in which the weight of the concrete provides most of the strength of the structure. Mass concrete. This is made with heavy aggregates such as barite, magnetite, and steel punchings. It is used primarily for nuclear radiation shielding. Heavyweight concrete. Concrete having a slump of 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters or less. No slump concrete. A measure of concrete consistency obtained by placing concrete into a test cone following a standard test procedure, ASTM C143, and measuring the decrease in height, slump, of the sample when the cone is removed. Slump. The concrete that is suitable for high-temperature applications such as boilers and furnaces. Refractory concrete. The concrete that has been cast into the desired shape prior to placement in a structure. Precast concrete. Blank concrete that will be exposed to view and therefore utilizes special shapes, designs, or surface finishes to achieve the desired architectural effect. Architectural concrete. A general-purpose cement suitable for all normal applications. Type 1 or normal Portland cement. It provides better resistance to alkali attack and produces less heat of hydration than does Type 1 cement. Type 2 or modified or moderate Portland cement. It provides 190% of Type 1 strength after 1 day of curing. It also produces about 150% of the heat of hydration of normal cement during the first 7 days. Type 3 or high early strength cement. It produces only 40 to 60% of the heat produced by Type 1 cement during the first 7 days. However, its strength is only 55% of that of normal cement after 7 days. Type 4 or low heat cement. Type of cement that provides maximum resistance to alkali attack. Type 5 or sulfate-resistant cement. Used in concrete to reduce the cost of the mix and to reduce shrinkage. Aggregate. Blank is required in the concrete mix for several purposes. Principal among these is to provide the moisture required for hydration of the cement to take place. Water. Blank is the chemical reaction between cement and water which produces hardened cement. The heat that is produced by this reaction is referred to as heat of hydration. Hydration. Normally used range from about 0.40 to 0.70 by weight. Water-cement ratio. Blank has significantly increased resistance to freezing and thawing as well as to scaling caused by the use of de-icing chemicals. Air-entrained concrete. This increases the slump or workability of a concrete mix. Thus, with a water-reducing agent, the amount of water in the mix may be reduced without changing the concrete's consistency. Water-reducing agents. Blank slow the rate of hardening of concrete. Retarders. Blank act in the opposite manner to retarders. That is, they decrease setting time and increase the early strength of concrete. Accelerators.